live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Venture Maidens. Welcome back. This is episode 3 of campaign 2. 3. It's a lucky number. We made it. So great. Everybody's alive. But we'll see. Welcome, everybody. We are so thrilled to have you. And if you are new to Venture Maidens, welcome. We are an actual play D&D 5th edition stream that gets converted to a podcast. So we stream new episodes every Wednesday and upload those wherever podcasts are free. So it's everywhere on Sundays. We're playing in a homebrew world, and we keep it spicy. We keep it hot. We keep it sweet. It's spicy. I think I'm hungry. But anyway, fuck it. Let's just get into it. Hey, everybody. My name is Celeste, and tonight I will be your dungeon master.
Hello, I'm Katie, and I'm going to be playing Luvery's South, your drow rogue.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nassim. I am playing your half-orc fighter, Fitonia Silvertail.
And I'm Sage, and tonight I will be your satyr bard, Aoife Flannery.
I think we all did that right with such confidence. Episode 3, confidence. I'm here for it. I love it. Damn, y'all. So for those of you who haven't watched the last 2 episodes of this brand new campaign we've been embarking on, we will give you a short recap. But I do have to say, we're getting into some combat tonight, a level 1 combat. So I'm excited. And afraid. How are we all feeling? What's the general mood in the room?
Maybe a little too much confidence. I'm just full of it tonight.
Oh boy, yes, love it.
I always get worried, and then I remember how competent we are, and then I feel really good again.
Good.
I feel okay only because I'm dual wielding and I have a second chance. It's been so long since I only had like one go with a melee weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I've cranked up my volume, everybody, a little bit. Let me know if that works. I dealt with some microphone volume issues for last episode, so we're figuring it out. Good. Well, I'm glad you all are feeling generally confident. Let's see what we can do about that this episode. Before we dive in, I do want to say, hey, content warning for the show. This is a very adult show. Not only will you hear swearing and, femmes being badass, which is X-rated, honestly, I guess. You will also hear themes like body horror, specifically in this, plants turning into people, people turning into plants. So if that's not your bag, this may not be the episode for you. But with that, I think that's the business. Let's go ahead. Let's dive into that recap, Maidens. Tell me what happened last time on Venture Maidens.
Well, we just entered the den that we came across at the end of episode 1 to find these nasty ass, pulsing sacks, I think we referred to them.
Content warning. Pulsing sacks, everybody.
We gotta earn it. And we were able to go into this perfectly dark area, poor little Aoife with no dark vision. And then we cut through them. And it seemed like as we were cutting through them, as we went down further, things were becoming fresher in there. The first one was like dust. And then there was more fleshy bits on things. And just as we were becoming confident that this is how things were going to keep going, Roots came through the floor and pulled down Tony, and Rook grabbed onto her just as they were sucked into the floor.
We came out in another area full of pods with bodies inside, what seemed to be animal bodies, more fresh ones that were currently being digested. And we also encountered a little plant thing that
sort of a mutated plant creature that was feeding off of one of these pods.
Yeah, one of them was currently feeding, and before it could do anything, Rook started to attack, and then I finished it off with a swing of my sword, sliced its face off right in half.
Yep.
And then we found our way towards the others. I believe, not long after that. Oh, we heard a loud noise, a loud, like, screeching noise coming from the distance, which we followed.
Yeah, you had heard everything happen in that order. You had heard a screeching, you had basically continued down, you had dealt with this thing, found the room with the big pods, and then kept on going down and downwards. And then you had basically bottomed out into the boss lair, one might say. But what was happening with our other crew? Because y'all had some adventures too.
Eventually, we came to a room full of screaming mushrooms. They had really bad anxiety as
They
soon
didn't
as you got
start screaming. You made them scream. So, you know.
our sheer presence invoked true terror within these mushrooms. So Lou had recalled that these are like basically like an alarm system for like denizens who live underground. So it's probably so someone is clearly aware that we are here.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd graceful. There you go. Yeah, Katie.
let me tell my shame.
Oh, yeah. Let's explore this.
So Lou tried to climb above and basically make a system so that they could swing across without triggering them. But I got a natural one, and so she just fell dead in the center, smashed a bunch with her thick cakes, but also all the rest of them just started going off. And Aoife was like, we should go. And Lou was like, hold on, I gotta smash 18 more. But Charlie picked her up and they headed down the hallway.
Mm-hmm. And what you made some miraculous perception checks to hear after all of that. So, and what'd you discover?
What was it? It was creepy. It was like almost like crawling on the ceiling with a long neck, right?
Uh-huh. Like a big
That's
old
right.
crab crawling on the ceiling.
Crabby boy.
Yeah, with those like big scuttling legs and yeah, this horrifying face, and started taking off down the tunnel. And Aoife tried to talk to it, but it either didn't understand or didn't speak Sylvan, and so we decided to try and run it down and kill it before it had a chance to tell all of its friends that we are here.
Mm-hmm.
I got it once. I was proud of that one moment.
You did. And don't worry, I counted that on the HP for this fight. So don't worry, I remembered.
Then we all had basically rendezvoused at the center of this underground sort of hewn out structure where we saw this insane insectoid human person, and the creature we were following had like scuttled up to its side like a loving dog to its master. And it was like, oh, welcome to my lair. Now I'm going to kill you. And we're like,
not what you
oh
said.
no.
At all.
No, that's what I remember. I remember that
No,
too.
I'm pretty sure that's what you said.
Word for word.
Yes, great. So that is where we are picking up. You all had made your way through this underground structure that had been tunneled out in the middle of the Feywalk jungle with this strange kind of, branch net covering it. You had chopped through that, headed down into the darkness, found these weird pods, gotten separated, and on your separate paths, you'd learned a little bit more about this place. But now, as we are beginning, you all have met back up with each other. You are standing now in this very large cavern, which must be at the bottom of whatever this well structure is that you all have been kind of spiraling down towards this point. And this cavern is circular, about 30 by 30 feet wide. And both of you, so Tony, Aoife, Lou, Charlie, you are entering from one tunnel. And then Tony and Rook are entering from a different tunnel on the opposite sides here. And you see that there are a bunch of tunnels all around you that bottom out into this room here, as if this is like the center of whatever hive this creature has dug into the earth. And you had seen that the floor in this place is latticed with these thick woody vines that look very similar, Tony, to the vines that pulled you down through the floor initially and separated you and Rook from the rest of the party. Standing at the very, very center of this room is a wooden platform, and on top of it is this tall and like freakishly thin and stretched out humanoid that appears vaguely female. She stands about 9 feet tall and very thin and willowy, like her body is made of vines that have been woven together. And she's looking at you all with these large insectoid, glittering red eyes, sort of like a fly's eyes, if you had to guess. And of course, that creature you had been following, this chitinous, 6-legged, skittering thing that's the size of a horse, is now resting beside this person on the platform. And the last thing she had said to all of you was, welcome to my abode. It has been so long since we've had fresh meat. And I would like you all to roll some initiative at this point.
Oh
she
boy.
had said that in Sylvan. So I believe Aoife, are you the only one
Yes.
here who speaks Sylvan? Okay.
No, I do.
Oh, you do as well. Then Tony, you would
Yeah.
understand. And you can see Rook clearly understands as well beside you. So both Lou and Charlie, I guess. You two are the odd folks out.
Why didn't Mom teach us this? We needed this.
Sweet. So what did y'all get on initiative?
I got a 16 for Charlie and a 12 for Lou.
Okay.
If also got a 12, but is not as fast as Lou.
Who
Lou's
is
a rogue,
really?
that makes sense. All right, and then Tony, what'd you get?
18.
18. Okay, and I'll roll for Rook. Cool. And just some enemies here. So once again, the terrain kind of situation you all are in, 30 by 30 foot room. At the very, very center of this is this person on this slightly raised platform standing next to this chitinous thing. The entire ground is covered in these thick, kind of gnarled vines, so it doesn't look like it's going to be an awesome experience walking on those vines. One might even say difficult terrain. And you are currently, where you're standing, there's about a 15-foot drop from where you are to the bottom floor. So it's like these tunnels, kind of like a slide. You know, they've come down, and you are standing now at that very edge point. So there's no ramp or anything down. It's like you're standing on a ledge. You'd have to jump down 15 feet to get into the center of the room here. And this creature has said this now to you, and you begin to see all the vines on the floor start to writhe and move. And she is going to point an all too long finger that you see now almost looks very similar to those tapered cones you've seen, like the leaves that come together in this bud shape. She points this hand towards the group of 3 of you, so where Lou, Aoife, and Charlie are standing. You don't think, actually, Tony, that she's noticed that you all have come from the other way yet. And she twists a hand, and this creature lets out a like a shriek, this weird, almost bat-like sort of sound as it starts to scuttle forward, and you see it's gonna fire off some spikes from its mouth, like these large nail-like things that it's spraying towards. Let's see, Lou will be a 1, Aoife will be a 2, 3 will be Charlie. Okay, that'll be Charlie.
No.
So, well, you know what?
I
He's
know.
a tough boy.
I know. I just love him.
He's a tough boy. Oh boy. Well, it gets 2 attacks. So how about this? I'll attack 2 of you. Okay. Well,
I don't know
a
if that's
6, I
better.
don't think a 6 will hit Charlie. So Charlie, I don't know, what's his signature move to like avoid an attack?
I think that he's got like some armor on, and like he like surprisingly is good at geometry, but only when it comes to how things are going to hit his armor and how to glance it off. Just in the nick of time, he just like flexes, changes that angle, and his
Ooh.
pecs save him.
Nice.
Oh my god, heartthrob.
Eva, you doing okay? Roll to be stunned. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see. Aoife's probably standing next to Charlie, so let's go ahead and hit her. Here we go. Will a 19 hit ya?
That certainly will.
Okay, that is going to be 3 piercing damage as the spine launched from this creature's mouth sinks in between, your chunky knitted clothing, and just lands. And it hurts. Eva, have you ever in your life been stabbed? This is your first adventure, right?
Oh, this is absolutely her first adventure. The worst thing that has ever happened to her is her falling out of a tree and breaking her arm once, but this feeling these shards fly into her body. She's just like, oh, feck this!
So glad I signed up to be an adventure. So glad. Yeah, probably the worst pain you've ever had then. That stinging.
Oh, yeah.
Instant. And the shock of it too. Like, what? Just, courses over you. And you see this thing now, it was able to launch those from quite a distance. So it only ran about 10 feet forward from its mistress, meaning that it's still about 5 feet away and 15 feet down from all of you. So it's got plenty of leverage here. But then, Tony, we come to you. So that means if this is a 30 by 30 room, 15 feet away, this very tall woman is standing with her back towards you, looking at your companions, and she's just sent this beast that you've just seen for the first time after your friends. So she hasn't noticed you yet.
So let's maybe try a sneaky approach from the back with
Really
the
good at
swing of
those.
our great sword.
Okay. So it's a 15-foot sheer drop. So do you want to
that's right.
climb down? Or if you jump down, you'll have to roll a pretty sick athletics check to not make sound. And you'll probably take some damage.
Yep. I'm gonna jump down. We're gonna superhero jump down.
Okay, give me that athletics check. And I'll say this takes half your movement to do, but you'll still have plenty to get to her if you want to.
15.
A 15. Hey.
It's not that sick.
Hey.
It's not that sick.
No, a 15 is really good. On a scale of
Okay.
1 to 20, a 15 is pretty good. So
Okay.
you do, what's your sick, superhero jump down? Do you roll, or do you do, a dramatic fist up pose? What's your knee to the ground? What?
I think she's a knee to the ground kind
Yeah.
of
Mhm.
landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you land and you, put out a hand, real sick, and you're and,
Mhm.
okay, yeah.
And then she stands up, flips her cape back out of her way, and then pulls out the greatsword.
Cool. That roll was so good, I'm not going to give you any falling damage. That's sick as hell.
Sweet.
So, yeah, you can totally move in the remainder of 15 feet if you do want to take a whack.
Yay. Is it a surprise attack?
Let's see. I will say you're not sure.
Oh, okay.
You don't get to roll
Alright.
with advantage, though,
Okay.
as you're stepping on these thick vines that seem to almost go into this platform and disappear
Mhm.
underneath it.
Well, I rolled another 15.
Sick. All right. Yeah. So you go up, and as you are coming up to this platform, you do see she kind of turns her head towards you. And it's
Mhm.
very strange because as you're looking, her eyes are those panels that reflect from 100 different directions as she regards you with this alien gaze, just in time to see you as you chop through that sword. So go ahead and roll that damage for me.
12 slashing damage.
Ooh, what the hell? Your sword hurts, man.
Yeah.
I don't like
It's
it.
big and heavy.
I don't like it. Okay, I guess let's just take that. And where you slice across her body, this greenish kind of fluid oozes out, similar to sap instead of blood.
Hmm.
Ow!
Shoo fly.
Hmm?
Get out of here.
Shoo! Hell yeah. All right, cool stuff. Anything else for your turn?
Just a question. Could you remind me the name of the girl who was infected in the beginning?
Yeah, Winnie.
Winnie. I thought so. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
who you still haven't seen yet, unless it was that
Yeah.
thing that you killed, which Rook brought up. Maybe.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry, my cat left, so I'm gonna close the door real quick.
We all have to just work around our cats. It's the rules.
Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
most
okay.
worried that we've already killed her.
You know, tragedy.
I don't know
happens
how she would have
and-
come back from that anyway, so
Yeah,
we're
I
here
mean,
for answers, really.
if she's gonna just be sucking off the life force of everybody at this point, deeply
Yeah.
unfortunate, but that's not cool either.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for my turn.
Okay. All right, and then Rook will, from her position, still up on this ledge. You see, she crouches down and brings around again that heavy crossbow that you saw last time fired. Whatever that silvery material she puts on the edge of her bolts, and she levels it at this thing, and fuck, totally misses. As you, Tony, you're pretty large, and like so the crossbow kind of like thunks right by your foot, and you just hear a fuck from like far behind you. Wow, sorry.
Oh, you're muted.
I said, come on, kid, you can do better than that.
Get out of my way!
There's a whole room, you got plenty of space to move.
It sucks playing team sports. And
It
then
does though.
Charlie, we're gonna come to our boy Charlie here.
Charlie. All right. Charlie is just going to run straight down into the pit and just
So he's
try
gonna
to
fall the 15 feet.
he's gonna jump down, try to stick the landing. We'll see how it
Give me an
goes.
athletics.
All right, that is 16 plus
Oh, Jesus,
strength
yeah.
plus 2. So
Okay, fine. You all are fucking Marvel superheroes, I guess. Jumping does nothing.
you don't get that swole without practicing your cool landings.
Falling off of a couple of buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he makes it down no problem. So he's down the 15 feet.
Okay. And then the thing that shot the spikes, is that like still like crawling on a ceiling, or is it on
No,
the ground?
It's on the ground
Okay.
now, only about 5 feet away from where he is now, on the ground.
Okay, so he is just, to not provoke an attack of opportunity, gonna go in and try to hit this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a 2 on the die plus 4, so 6. Don't
Yeah,
think so.
no. So once again, this thing is completely covered, like head to toe, 6 toes, in this like shell-like armor, like really thick insectoid chitin, and so his weapon just bounces off of this creature.
Good thing I have multi-attack.
Oh, let's do it again.
Okay, that is a 23.
A 23? Yes, certainly.
Okay, he is going to do nice 6 on the die, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh boy. Yeah.
That's
Ooh,
my
what kind of
brother.
weapon? What kind of weapon does Charlie use?
According to the thug stat block, a mace.
Hot.
I would have said anything. Awesome. Well, now it's going to be my turn with Lou on deck. So, oh boy, let me just pull up my new spanking stat block here. Neat. All right. I need everybody, except for Rook, to make a strength saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Is this against a magic spell or a magical effect?
I guess so.
I
get
got
advantage.
a natural 20.
Oh,
And I
shit.
shit you not, Charlie got a 19.
What the fuck,
Plus
you
2.
guys? Oh yeah, we're scared. We're level 1.
I
Yeah.
got an 18.
An 18.
I got a 14.
What the fuck, you guys? All right. Well, all of the roots on the ground kind of they animated all at once and began to writhe and twist in a motion very familiar to Tony, what had pulled you through the earth initially. But as these grasping vines go for all of your ankles, you're not falling for that trick. You saw it
Nah, bitch.
before. No. And the creature on the center kind of hisses as none of you are captured by these twisting vines as they go limp now onto the floor. But she's not done. She's going to turn around, and Tony, as she turns, it's just her head that turns fully around towards you. And you kind of see now she doesn't really have bones like a normal creature, so she just twists full like an owl, that awesome 180, as she comes back, and her arm, now that had these spindly long fingers, the fingers morph together to form this vine, which she just lashes at you, slashing across your body. Let's see. Oh boy, 21 to hit.
Oh, gosh. Great.
Oh boy. All right, that is going to be 5 points of slashing damage as this vine whips across your face and down just into the pieces of your armor that hit your neck and down towards your shoulders on this perfectly aimed blow. And yeah, this whole time she's just looking at you with these cold, emotionless eyes as she makes this strike. And then that is going to lead us to Lou with Aoife on deck.
Okay. I think Lou just like has these wide eyes looking at little Aoife with a big stabby, and she just like kind of steps in front of her and like whips out her carving knife and just chucks it at this horse crab, saying,
"Horse crab!
Get
Get out of here!"
Horse dog crab.
All right, so that is a 14 plus 5, 19. Does that break its
Shit,
armor?
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Slaying.
Yeah, what the fuck? You OP as hell.
And I've got sneak attack damage.
That's flanking, baby.
That is a 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2, so 8 points of piercing damage as she just chucks this carving knife into its armor.
Ow. Yeah. And the knife, gets stuck there. And again, this creature flops its long neck back and forth and and lets out more of this spittle that kind of flies into Charlie's face since he's standing right beside it. It's nice. It's
That's my turn.
That's all, folks. All right. Then Aoife.
So Aoife, you see that she pulls out her knitting needles with her yarn, and she takes the yarn and she makes a lasso and she slings it at this creepy bug-looking woman in the center of the room as she uses that to cast fairy fire upon her.
Cool. So then I think Tony's also gonna have to save because that's an area, yeah?
It's a 20-foot cube.
Okay.
So I guess she would try and angle it if she can try get towards the horse bear crab and her.
Yeah, so I'll say you could hit, because the area is not huge, so I'll say you could hit the horse bear crab thing, you could hit the woman, and you would hit Tony as well, because Tony and her are like right there.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We're willing to take that risk.
All right, let's do it. So that is a
Make a dex save.
Yeah.
DC 13.
Oh boy, okay, my horse bear crab wins with the 22.
Damn, it's unstoppable.
And from one fey to another, I will roll with advantage on this for the other creature.
I got a 13.
You are good.
Yes.
She got a 15. So unfortunately, Aoife, no one is caught by your magique.
Like the lasso just like drops ineffective.
It's like a foot short, and you're like, oh, damn it. Let
it.
me pull it back.
Seriously?
They're pulling it back.
And then she's going to look at Tony and she's going to be like, here, catch. It's good luck. As she gives you a bardic inspiration in the form of a little felt stuffed star.
Aw. She catches it in the air like a
What the fuck? What did I do with
thanks.
this? Put it in the
Okay, I
boobs.
thought I left school.
Get a gold
Sticks
star.
it to her other patches and badges on her chest.
You all are gonna have so many by the end of this campaign. My God. When do you have time to make all these? That's why you can
There's
only do
always
it a certain
time.
number of times per day, because you literally have to sit there and make each felt goddamn thing. Fucking fantastic. So with that, that is gonna bring me to my spider crab. So let's see. We have a Charlie right in front of us. So that seems like the easy choice. Yes. Will a 14 hit?
Yeah, that just hits.
Okay.
Or actually, no, that way hits. Sorry.
That does?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So that'll be 8 damage as this creature now isn't messing around anymore with spikes. It brings up one of its chitinous legs, which you see comes to this very cruel point and just shoves it right into the side of Charlie's armor there. And this spray of blood spatters on the ground as this creature rears up and tries to do it again. 16 to hit. Yeah, that'll be 5 more damage. So basically this thing, it's standing now on its 4 back legs, and the 2 have just gone into Charlie on either side through the rib cage here.
I don't like that, but okay.
I heard it! And then Tony, we come to you with Rook and then Charlie on deck. But Tony, while you think about it, I just gotta grab another beer real quick.
Okay, good. Because I really quickly want to Google the length of an average whip.
10 foot, I think,
10
in
feet?
D&D.
Shit.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Well, I wanted to try and whip the guy off of you. I'm here to protect, but you are so far away.
I am so sorry.
It's all right. I'm the one who got dragged underground.
I will heal you on my next turn.
It's just got to be another swipe of my sword, I guess.
Bring it. See if I care.
Oh,
I don't.
bring
I'm
in
a
the
plant
thunder.
/ insect thing.
Oh, can I add my d6 after I make the roll?
Yeah.
Wait, can you add it to the attack? Are you that kind of bard?
It says to any roll I choose.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's any d20 roll. Valor bards get to add to damage.
Oh, that's the difference. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. Roll that d6.
11 to hit.
An 11, sadly, will not hit this badass fae.
Dang it.
You go to chop through, and it looks like her skin is covered in just like leaves, and you see actually now that you're up close to her, there's like actual jasmine that is growing out of her body. So it's sort of like she's a tall pillar bush thing. So you're like, this will be no problem. But they're shockingly strong. It's like a really thick, leafy material that repels even the edge of your blade.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well then I just want to start. I want to see if I start to slowly, like while still facing the thing, like if I take a few steps back and draw it out of this platform, would it follow me or is it like stationary?
Are you taking more than a 5-foot step to incur an attack of opportunity, or are you just kind of shifting around?
I'm just kind of shifting around.
Okay. She remains very poised where she is, whatever that means.
Well, I guess I want to keep this thing's attention on me, so I'll just shift enough so that Rook can this time get a clearer shot and not hit me.
Thanks. You hear from.
Don't miss it this time.
What'd you get? Oh, you missed. Sorry. Yeah, right.
I missed. Yeah, that was it. That was my turn.
Okay. Oh, yeah, then Rook will say, you're one to talk. Nailed that comeback. So good at comebacks. All right. So actually, that brings us to Rook. So let's see. Can she redeem herself? Yeah. All right. So she thunks a crossbow bolt into this thing, and you see where this silver-tipped bolt lands in this creature. It starts to burn away at like leaves on fire everywhere this silvery material touches. And you see for the first time probably an emotion passes over the body of this fey creature. It's this look of utter horror and disdain. Not so much pain, but just absolute deep disgust moves over this fey as a hole is blown through it by this bolt, whatever Rook fired. And then we're going to come to Charlie, who just is now got these two basically swords jammed into his rib cage, and this creature has, pulled them out and is clearly ready to go again.
Okay. All right. So he got 15 and then a natural 20.
Ooh, shit. The 15 won't hit. It will bounce off of the armor of this thing.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I'm going to... All right. So he's going to do 11 points of bludgeoning damage with that natural 20.
Ow! All right. This thing isn't looking good. You have hit it now. You see, Lou, 2 of your knives still are sticking out of it. So one that you hit it with the first time, and then your big carving knife are still stuck into its shell. And Charlie also has been getting some hits on it, so you see parts of it are cracked and bruised and kind of bleeding. That weird, like, whitish fluid that crustaceans bleed. So it's getting pretty gross. So progress. All right, but let's see. I get to respond here. Let me Oh dear, Tony, you are just right here in her face, just kind of being the worst. So let's see if this recharges. It does not. All right. She is going to suddenly turn and fixate those eyes on you after looking at Rook and throwing just this horrible expression her way. Is going to look at you, and you see the eyes just glitter in this very hypnotic way as she turns this gaze on you, and suddenly you smell something very, very familiar, something sickly sweet, like cotton candy sweet, and there's this gentle, like, sort of puff sound that emits from her, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Maybe should have saved that bardic inspiration. 10.
A 10. Oh, cool. All right. So as this kind of feeling comes over you and you're looking into these eyes and you're standing here and everything just smells so nice, and this creature in front of you, she's just so nice, and you don't really understand what you're doing here or why you're fighting. And, it's such a bummer that other people want to fight and kill her, and you are charmed by this creature. She is not controlling you by any means, but in this state, basically, let me read this for you. Although the target isn't under her control, her requests and actions are seen in the most favorable way to you right now. So you're not completely, like, dominated or anything, but you just really see her point of view a lot in this moment as you're covered in this beautiful perfume. A moment before it smelled too sweet, but now it's perfect. Such a nice smell.
Oh, you're not so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe
and
we're
she
misunderstanding each other.
Yeah, and she reaches out one of her viney hands, and it forms again into fingers, and like where the knuckles would be, they kind of drag against your cheekbone. She pats you on the chin. I know, dear. I know. And that is going to bring us to... Okay, that was me. So Lou, with Aoife on deck. So Lou and Aoife, you have a very clear view now of this weird exchange that just happened between Tony and this creature. Oh, are you muted?
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
So anyway, so Lou, while this is happening, Lou is very laser focused on the fact that her brother just got shanked below her.
Fair.
So you know when you're like out at night and you kind of like suddenly see a possum's eyes reflect?
God, yeah.
You're her eyes just like blaze for a second, and she just jumps down with her chef knife and a boning knife and just goes to stab into this creature right below her.
Hell
So
yeah.
I don't know if I make it. What check is that to jump down?
Athletics to go ahead and, because honestly, this is a raw jump. This is like whether or not you
For
take
sure.
damage.
Okay, I'm gonna take damage
All right.
because that is a 5.
Okay. 4 points of falling damage as your bones kind of crack. Your knees feel fucked as you jump down, but you push through the pain because you're on a mission.
Perfect. And she's just going to just stab into this with her main hand and her offhand and just be like, get the fuck off my brother, shit stain. That's gonna be 16 and a 19.
The 16 will not hit, but the 19 will.
Nice. Okay. That will be 9 points of piercing damage.
So narrate for me what this looks like as that first blow glances off, but the second one with that, you kill this creature. What does it look like?
I think that there's just been parts of this armor that has been being mashed in by this mace, and her knife just shoots straight through it. The boning knife just like carves down, and she just pulls it down with like the swift speed that when you're cutting a big fish, and it just slits through this and cracks all the armor as it goes.
Yeah. And as you do, those micro cracks turn into bigger fissures as this thing just, you see pieces of itself break apart and start to stab into the tender flesh underneath, and it leaks basically to death on the floor as this thing collapses, the weight of its armor upon itself, and with a final dying hiss, it twitches and goes still. And Charlie, like, falls over a little bit onto you as you see he's trying to clutch at one side and support himself there, but he's bleeding on the other side too, so he's just trying to like staunch his rib cage at this point.
Lou just kind of like pats his cheek and she's like, that's against the rules. No getting hurt. We've got a job.
I got double stabbed. Who gets double stabbed?
We always
This
said you were
motherfucker
special.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah, and then at that point she kind of looks up and notices this bullshit going on. And
Oh
she's
yeah,
like,
Tony's face being stroked by this strange tall plant creature. Yep.
don't like that.
Lou, why don't you also give me a perception check
Sure.
just for funsies while you're looking up?
That's a 12.
Okay. You wouldn't see this then with a 12, but
Okay.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's not terrifying. Thanks, Celeste.
I was just trying to give you a hint. It's fine. Okay, but that was that. So, Aoife, we come to you with Tony on deck now, since our crab beast, which was a Kruthic, for those of you in the audience. If you don't know what those are, look in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. They are terrifying. A burrowing creature. You think maybe the thing that might have made this lair, honestly.
I'm always going to remember it as Crab Bear Horse, but
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
that's easy to say, so why not?
So with Aoife's turn, she, seeing Charlie get double stabbed, is going to immediately run to him, and she's gonna scoot her butt over to the edge of to the ledge. She's gonna hop down with her little goat legs, and you see that this comically large needle of pure white light is going to go and like go as it does a quick few like stitches as it leaves this like golden trail of light as she casts cure wounds on him.
Ooh.
Wow, that's amazing. But you are jumping down 15 feet. You have like a wild jump speed, don't you, as a satyr?
Yeah, so I have mirthful leaps. So
Ooh.
whenever
What the fuck? All right.
whenever I make a longer high jump, I can roll a d8 and add to the number rolled to the number of feet that I cover, even when making a standing jump.
Damn.
So I just like,
yeah, I think
like-
you're fine. You mirthfully leap.
That is the most appropriate feature I have ever heard in my life.
How dare. How dare you? Yeah, so you go over. So roll that healing damage. I guess that's from Cure Wounds, yeah?
yes,
'Cause
and
you're stitching him
so
back together.
that will be 9 that Charlie gets back.
Hello, nurse.
Holy shit.
And then Ella. and she shouts up to Tony like, catch yourself on. And that's her turn.
What?
What did
Cats.
she-
I heard cats are so fun.
I heard catch yourself on.
Catch yourself on.
What is that?
What does
a
that mean?
saying?
It means like get wise, check yourself.
In what
Oh.
culture?
In Northern Irish culture.
Oh,
I gotta watch more
got
Dairy
you.
Girls.
I gotta watch way more Dairy Girls. Catch yourself on.
I've done research.
Good.
You
you'll-
could literally
you'll have to explain
tell
it to my dumb ass.
professional.
You could say literally anything and be like, oh yeah, it's
Be
a
like,
saying
I
in Northern
love it.
Ireland. I'll be like, wow.
Yeah, I believe you.
Oh
yeah.
goodness gracious.
All right.
And then she will and then Lou, you will feel the felt heart that Aoife had tossed you earlier grow a little warm in your bosom as she gives you a bardic inspiration.
Oh, they're
Gives
reusable.
you a little-
That's very eco-friendly.
Yes.
I love everything about this bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Gives you little finger guns.
Does it smell nice too? Is it like one of those like microwavable lavender? Like
Oh.
Oh yeah. Smells like honeysuckle.
Oh my
wow.
god.
So magical.
What's it feel like to be perfect?
What? How is it? Speaking of, Tony. So we now come to you. You are charmed by this creature. I will say, it's not like the kind of charm where you would openly attack people you consider to be your friends, but you might step in like as a friend to be like, hey, listen, from one friend to another. It's that sort of feeling. It's like if your friend groups are fighting, you know, that's what you're seeing here. They're fighting. They're not getting along. It's a super bummer. So with that in mind, what do you do on your turn?
I'll probably try to talk to this fly person
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, hey, I mean, this is so unnecessary. Obviously, we just came into your space. You were doing your own thing. But like, we were trying to look for someone or like get some answers. Maybe if you just answered our questions, we could leave you alone.
Oh, I would be more than willing to answer your questions, but you have to understand, I am a new mother. I am simply trying to protect my young. Could you please tell your friends to drop their weapons? I would love to speak further.
Oh my God, you're a new mom? Congratulations.
Yes. Yes, I have many children that are new, growing, beginning to flourish, sprout, one might even say.
Oh, that sounds
Mm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Hey, is one of your children named Winnie?
Oh, none of them are fully developed yet. When they start to look like me, then they get names. But for now, they're just little sproutlings. How can I name them until I meet them?
Oh, I know, you're right.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
A pony of mine back home just came to the world and she doesn't have a name yet either. They're waiting to see what kind
So-
of babe she's gonna be. So
Oh,
I get it.
so
I get what you're
sweet. So
saying.
why
But
don't
I'd
you
love to
tell-
meet your babies.
Yes, but tell your friends first to stop attacking me because this is just coming into my home and
Yeah.
killing my babies.
Yeah.
It's- She looks at you, give
Okay.
you the saddest plant face.
Oh, honey, it's okay. Guys, hey, and like she is really trying to remember their names because they're not really friends yet, but like being on a team, she still wants to have their back.
Yeah.
You guys, Lou, she knows Lou.
Mhm.
Lou, you guys, we gotta stop this. This is just way too violent for the situation. I mean, she's a new mom. There's children present. You know, maybe we put down our weapons and see if we can find some answers first, huh?
It's me. I'm the fucking child present, and also that weird one over there.
Well, that one actually, she's got some surprises under her sleeves. But if you're out here, what are you doing? You can't call yourself a child and come out on these adventures. Just put down your weapons and let's talk it out.
Talk it out. She double stabbed my fucking brother with her goddamn pet.
Well, wouldn't you if someone came stomping into your den right with your babies, just trying to eat?
And Rook
I don't care.
Rook at this point from across the cavern calls, "You're under an enchantment, you stupid bitch! Wake up!"
I don't know what you mean. No, I've just come to see her perspective. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, can we please just start shooting again?
I
Rook
dead
yells
on.
at the rest of you all.
Lou gives her a big fucking thumbs up and yanks her knife out of this thing.
So it looks like, Tony, your friends, for whatever fucking reason, are being really unreasonable and rude. Is there anything you are doing in response, or are you just using your whole turn to, like, try and, like, be cool, guys?
I think she'll take out her shield. She's going to put her sword away, but take out her shield and instead stand in front of the plant person. Just to be like, I think we should talk a little bit more. I'm not ready to just give up.
All right, cool. So I'm going to give my plant friend half cover. Love it. Loving this journey for you, plant defender. And
That's
Rook.
right.
Rook is so mad from across the way, and she's like, "I don't even care if I hit you. You're just, what the hell?" And she's gonna fire a crossbow. And it goes wide because it like bonks right into your shield. So Tony, I mean, if you didn't have that shield up, she would have killed you for sure. Which you are keenly aware of in your charmed mind. How dare she, this child? But that's gonna bring us to Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie is just gonna look at Lou, look at Tony, and Lou just like points at this thing, like, go fucking get it. and he's just gonna run up and kind of try to like take his elbow and like shove the shield down and then try to go in with his mace.
Sure. So with half cover, basically she has a +2 to her AC right now, so she's gonna be a little harder to hit.
Okay. So first attack is going to be a 21, and the second one is going to be an 11.
Okay, so the 21 will get through, but Tony manages to bring up that shield to block that second hit. So only one hit lands purchase.
God, Tony, you're making me not able to use pack tactics. I hate
Yeah, that's not an ally.
All right, so that's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage for his turn.
All right, neat. Every bit counts. And, you get the angry plant eyebrows. And you see, the jasmine on her body ruffles in anger. But that's going to bring us to her turn. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let me see. Ooh, that's cool. That's a recharge. That's fun. I need everybody except for Tony now, because everybody has moved into the room, to make a strength saving throw. as these vines once again lash up and around. Tony, they're not coming for you because she's your friend. Obviously, she wouldn't do that to you.
I know it.
She knows it.
Why can't
15.
Charlie also got a 15, but I did not. I got a 2.
Neat.
Oh no!
Okay, so 15 and 15, you're good. Lou, as you're like, you and my brother, these vines come up and wrap around your whole body, encasing you basically in this cage. So you're in like an Iron Maiden situation where all you can do is kind of move your hands at the very ends here. So you are restrained as these vines have encased themselves around you, keeping you still prisoner in this moment. And you are going to be stuck like this until the beginning of her next turn.
Ooh,
Enjoy.
don't like that.
Restrained is a butt, if you want to look at that in terms of conditions. I believe you can still try to attack, though. It might be at disadvantage. Let me pull that up real quick.
I can pull it up.
Speed
It's at
becomes 0.
disadvantage.
Yeah, all your attacks are at disadvantage, but you can still try to attack. So you can try and throw with your dagger.
Throw a knifey knife.
Your knifey hand. Neat. So she got 1. And then she's going to go ahead and say to you, Tony, well, he hit me first. And then lash out with a vine at Charlie, who's right there.
Charlie, what are you doing?
Why are you attacking? She's so cool. Ooh, is that a natty 20? That is.
Gross. Lay it on me.
Oh, boy. Ooh, 9 plus. It's going to be 14 points of damage,
Oof.
my friend.
Thank God you healed.
Yeah, so Charlie gets blasted by this lash whip that comes out of this person. Oh, boy.
You say 19 or 14? I'm sorry.
14.
14. Okay. Thank you.
Ah, yes. All right, and then Lou, we come to you with Aoife on deck.
Just the most pathetic because she had just yoinked out her boning knife from there. She's just going to like, you fucker, and just like throw it as best she can, which is going to be not great. I got a 3 and a 5.
That's about what you would expect when it's basically just your wrist that's free. So as you're trying to throw it, you have very little momentum. So they're hitting the bottom of this kind of wooden platform, and it's just thunking each time, and it's infuriating. That's going to bring us to Aoife now with Tony on deck.
With Charlie on one side and Tony on the other, she is going to try and she's going to use her little goat legs to hop up in there and then pull out a rapier and try and get in at an open position where she can, since Tony's like, no, man.
No, stop it.
Just go on.
The rapier. Whoa. Bard.
That's
He's
the
doing
most
the-
Bard things with a 16 to hit.
Oh, if Tony wasn't there blocking your hit, it
Oh,
would have hit.
Damn.
But Tony at the last minute gets this shield. Damn, Tony's fast.
And then
Only when it counts, apparently.
Only when, it counts. Only
For
when
the
I'm
enemy.
defending my enemies.
I can't
She'll
wait
take-
until we're good friends and you're doing this for us.
she'll take
One
a dagger
day.
out and she'll stab with her offhand.
Ooh, let's do it. Get lucky.
That's a 10. No way.
Tony, what does it look like when you block 2 strikes from Aoife? What's the move?
It's a really big shield that
Yeah.
she has, and she's really big. So I think it's just like kind of looks like a little child trying to bang at some big old doors, and like it doesn't really budge that much. Maybe it clangs a couple of times, and then she just kind of peeks over the shield, looking down at her, like, "Well, I mean, it's for the best."
That's
You don't wanna
so
get much
condescending.
closer.
It's so good. Oh, Oh, it's so good. Well, Tony, we come back up to your turn again. Rook has started now screaming at you. You're not even sure what language it is, but she is melting. She's having a full fucking meltdown screaming at you, Tony.
I mean, there's nothing I can do to end it, right?
No.
I don't have an ability that allows me to, but there's no roll.
Well, because she hasn't done anything bad against you. If she hurt you, then you would absolutely be able to break out of this. But she's been very careful to be very respectful, not hurt you, really being reasonable. Face shit.
Okay. Then she's going to keep holding her shield up and turn to the fly lady person and say, they seem like they're being really unreasonable about this whole thing. Maybe you just help us with like some kind of tip about, I mean, I know you have your children, but these are also our friends too, or, our people. So we just really don't want to lose any more. If you can help us in the future, should someone wander into your den, and we don't want any cause any more problems with you. So help us help you. How can we stop this?
Oh, yes. Well, I'm going to be done spawning here if you just let me finish my business. So if you come back in a day or two, I'm happy to clear out and move on somewhere else.
That sounds like a plan. Okay.
Sounds very reasonable.
And then she'll turn around to everyone else. Hey guys, she's gonna clear out of here in like a day or so. So I mean, yeah, like we should just go. I think we're fine. We found the problem, but turns out it's not really a problem. It's just someone else is living their life,
I think at this point, the Fae is doing this thing where it's like, oh, yeah, sweet summer child. Yeah, talk to your friends, and not expecting anything to change. And your friends are like, okay, we'll listen, but we're not expecting anything to change. So combat continues to roll on. Do you keep defending her in your position?
Wait, has she caused direct damage to any of them?
Charlie, who just hit her, though, immediately, and she turned to you and said, I'm sorry, he just hit me, and then hit him. The other thing she's done is just hold your friend Lou, like, in place. She didn't hurt her. She's just keeping her from getting closer. Seems pretty reasonable.
Well, I don't know how much more help I can be. Let me see if I can go try and talk to my friend. I don't know if I'm making the best impression over here. So
all right,
she's
sweetie.
instead gonna go walk towards Lou and like try and talk to her personally.
And Lou is like in this like Christmas tree of vines sitting over. All right, so you head off to talk to Lou. So then that's gonna bring us to Rook, who is definitely leveling another shot at this lady, but oh damn, she misses this one. She's really upset. She's having a meltdown. She's having a full-on 10-year-old meltdown over there. It's hard to aim through tears and like red face. So Charlie, we come to you. So Charlie is right there. He just got vine whipped across the face. Let's bring it, Lou. So Katie, what is he doing?
Obviously trying to all right, one of them is a 5 and then the other one is a 14.
But I'm there now, so we got one of them pack tactics.
Hell yeah. Shit, yeah. Okay.
And Tony's not there.
Well, that changes fucking everything because now I have a 19 and a natural 20.
There we go.
Wait, but I'm trying to talk to you.
All right. So that's gonna be 10 and then plus 4, 14. 14 points of damage.
Whew. Okay. So Charlie chops through this person, and you see now that leaves, these curling leaves and flowers that were starting to create her garb, are starting to fall off and wither in that very same fashion that you saw those buds do immediately as you cut those corpses out. And she's starting to look gray and frail, burnt out, like a plant you haven't watered for way too long. And you
Hate
can
that.
Yeah. She's a new mom. Just think about her kids. Terrible. Just terrible. And then, but you know what? It's coming to her turn. It's coming to her turn. And she is going to turn her wrath here, seeing that Charlie just fucking won't go down. She's going to split her 2 arms here. So 1 hit is going to Charlie, and then 1 is going to Aoife, who's standing right there. So
The cutest.
yeah,
The
well,
cutest
in
people.
her way, she's just trying to defend her life, like, you know, her choices. Here we go. Whee. An 8 to hit Charlie.
Nope.
But a 14 to hit Aoife?
That hits exactly.
Oh boy! There's gonna be 3 bludgeoning damage. Whoosh! She lashes across her body. I'm sorry, did I say 3? I meant 7.
Are you okay?
Are you alive?
Oh.
Thanks for breakfast, Mom.
I'm
You're
feeding you
still
every
alive?
day.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean you're still alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because of the temp HP.
Oh, I see. Damn. I was like, damn, that's a lot. Okay.
That's why you always leave the table a member of the Clean Plate Club, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm.
I'm fortified by your biscuits and gravy.
Wow. Hang on. Typing a question. All right. So yeah, you send. All right, you're alive. You weather these nasty ass swipes, which is gonna bring us now to Lou. So that was the beginning of that creature's turn. So now the vines around you have withered, and you are free once again. You have Tony walking up to you, going, "Hey, whoa, 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 whoa!" In this moment.
I think that Lou takes a moment and she like looks at her and she's like, I'm sorry, but I promised Winnie that everything was going to be okay. And she's going to run past her and run towards this creature and try to make an attack.
Okay. Go for it.
Ooh, okay. So first one, not great. That's going to be 11. And then the second offhand attack, that's going to be an 18.
Okay. The 11 will not hit, but the 18 certainly will.
Yay. All right. That is going to be plus 3. So that's going to be 7 points of piercing damage.
How do you want to kill this tall plant insect woman?
I think that she just goes for the juiciest part, which is right in that fucking big sparkly eye. And she just stabs it with her knife and once again, in very clean practice movements, just carves.
Yeah. And as you do, the dust that comes out of this thing, there's no moisture. It's that same dust that you got when you sliced open, you know, those older pods, that sickly, sweet, strange dust that blows into your face. And as the being begins to wither and crumple into this rotted pile of plant matter, Tony, you feel your head clear. What the hell were you just doing as you are standing in this space? And now you hear Rook just yelling at you, just obscenities at this point. You don't even think it's in common. It's in different languages, for sure, at this point. And the rest of you, you know, Charlie and Aoife are bleeding profusely as this thing melts down into basically a rotted pile of compost. It's like a really rotted banana at the pile. There's nothing that really remains of a body or skeletal structure on this pillar.
Can't even make banana bread out of that shit.
We are out of combat.
Lou is immediately gonna like crouch down and just like she can't heal for shit, but she's just like doing mom hover hands and is like looking back up at Tony, like doesn't know what the fuck is going on with her to see if there's gonna be any kind of like retaliation because she has no fucking clue what's going on with her.
Did I witness the creature dying or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it all.
Okay.
You saw the moment it was dead that this charm dropped from you as well. So I imagine that there is definitely a feeling of like, oh, something was wrong. I was magically influenced somehow.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm not sure what just happened. Is everyone okay?
Are you okay?
We're okay, but not thanks to you. Rookie yells across. What the hell? Your first mission? Rookie get charmed by a fae? What the fuck?
It's not my first mission, but that doesn't make it any better. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I got too close. I'm sorry.
And Rook is now like climbing down from the edge to kind of walk into the center of the room towards you all.
Yeah, I'll walk in close and see if anyone needs help.
You just see like this look of relief on Lou's face, like noticing that you're not mad at her.
Oh.
She's like,
did you get it? We got it. It's dead. I think it feels dead.
It smells dead.
Smells dead. I don't know. What the fuck? We need to look around more and cut these pods if everybody can get up. We gotta find Winnie. We don't have time. And she just looks like really flabbergasted.
I don't know if Winnie is still gonna be Winnie. I mean, we saw Rook and I on our way here. We saw some smaller, more, I don't know, infantile version of this. Like it hadn't really fully become this. There was something like this though before we came here, and I feel. What, Celeste?
Oh, no, go for it. Finish your sentence.
I feel like that might have been Winnie's path.
Speaking of passive perceptions, everybody, one more time.
Oh,
Passive.
stupid high.
11.
13.
Oh, it's just 13. Never mind.
Okay. I think 13 is high enough for while Tony is making this point. Lou and Aoife, you begin to hear movement under this platform. As if something is shifting around, hiding in the vines down there.
Oh, Aoife and Charlie immediately get mom seatbelts. Could I like try to like move towards whatever the source is and try to figure out what the fuck it is?
Yeah.
If I need to stab.
Yeah, you can. You can absolutely creep towards this thing. And again, the vines had formed this lattice work over the bottom that creeps up onto the edges of this platform. So as you get closer, you can very easily look through the gaps under this thing. And you see a creature, maybe about 5.5 feet tall, very humanoid looking, even very similar to what Winnie probably once looked like, but these sprouts of leaves and vines have moved down her body. And Tony, it's very similar to what you saw before, where this leafy collar has started to form, and it hasn't become the point yet where her head is like actually shrunken down to, you know, this kind of boneless lolling that you saw before. There's so much of Winnie's face still in this creature. And you can see these little sprouts that have started to branch out of her skin. These bright yellow dandelions and yellow daisies formed this wreath around her. And this creature, whose eyes haven't turned red, like the creature you saw up above, there's still that deep brown that Winnie's were, flashes towards you, Lou, as you look down and you hear a Lou? I'm scared.
Lou just immediately grabs her knife and tries to cut through the vines to get to her and like reach her arms down to pull her out.
Yeah, and you can now push away the vines, which don't seem to have that like fibrous quality they had once before. You can easily shove them to the side and pull this creature out towards you, and she's much lighter than she was before, as if some of her flesh has started to convert and change. You writhe her out. She's too thin, too thin to be entirely normal anymore, but you crawl. She manages to crawl out and stands before you, all this horrible amalgamation between the girl you knew and something very strange. And she pants and looks around at all of you, just absolutely terrified.
What? Did she do anything to you, or is this just still happening?
I don't think it's done. I keep changing. And I don't know why.
Lou just kind of looks to everyone else. We're gonna figure something out. I don't know what yet, but you're gonna be okay. Whatever happens, you are not that thing. And whatever you need to do to continue on and still be that sweet girl, you'll find a way around ever becoming something other than yourself, no matter what you look like. And she kind of just like brushes like the little fibers on her cheeks and gives her a big hug and pats her back.
And Rook will blurt into this moment and say, she's been changed by fairy magic. And fairy magic is the only thing that can fix her. So, I don't think she's coming back. Unless you want to do something real desperate. And you hear a click of a crossbow bolt being loaded.
Put that the fuck down.
And Rook will sort of lower the bolt to her side, looking at you with deadpan reality.
She's still the same person just because she needs to feed. There were deer in those pods. You guys saw the deer body. She doesn't have to be this thing.
I don't know about you, but I think she's a little bit more than food. Based on what we saw. Right, Tony?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lou, but I don't know that she'll have much control over what she'll be when she's finished changing.
You. What about you? She looks over. Rook looks at Aoife. What do you decide? Kill her or do something desperate?
Oh man, like Aoife has like her fingers to her temples and is just jaw dropped in complete and utter shock. And because when she thought she was going on an adventure to meet her like ancestors, she never imagined it looked like this. And she just sits on the ground and sort of gently rocks herself, and she says, I don't know anything about any of this shit.
Rook nods
I
in a
don't
very untimely way.
But I don't think she's ever gonna come back.
And Rook will look at you, Lou, because you've been the only one here, sort of, I guess, not necessarily grasping the reality of the situation. And she will hold up a finger, a little finger, and she gets right in your face. She's 10 years old, so she's 2 feet, shorter than you. And she says, if you want to save her, there's something we can do. But you will have to pay a price, because with fairy magic, there is always a price. I do not recommend this, but there is an option. It depends how much you care. Because if she's not worth it to you, I don't know who the hell she is anyway, so that's a risk you're going to have to take, or not. That's how this shit works. That's how the Fae works. That's how shit like that, and she points at this blackened pile, that's how it all fucking works. So you decide, Lou, what's important right here and right now. Is this girl's life worth it to you?
Lou kind of looks back at Woody and her like scared mannerisms and takes a big gulp and is like, I am almost 90 years old. She is a baby. If I have to make a sacrifice when I've already lived as much as I have, then I will make it.
And she stands up from this kind of domineering position and she looks at you and she says, fine. And she reaches into her bag and she pulls out something. It's a ring about the size of a circlet that has been made out of twigs that have been woven together. If you take this is a fairy ring. You break this, you will go to people who can help you. We will all go if you wish. They can help you, but they will always demand a price, and you will have to pay it. Do you understand?
I understand. It's up to you guys if you want to come. I'm not going to pressure you all, except for Charlie. You're not fucking coming. You're staying here where you're safe.
No, I can't.
Shut the fuck
But what if
up,
you need me
dweeb.
to fight? All right.
I will be going. And she'll put her hand out for the ring.
Rook will say, well, I'm coming with you. Obviously. You'll just die if I'm not there. She gives you, like, the biggest, like, duh expression. And looks at Tony and Aoife. And she says, Aoife, what you came here on, like, an ancestry trip or whatever the hell, right? You should get your ass up, and if you want to do something, you should come. Learn a little bit about your goddamn whatever the fuck. And you, Tony, honestly, you're an embarrassment. You need to redeem yourself in front of your friends who just saved your ass. So, honestly, you should all
Wipe
be
your
jumping
neck
up in
down.
there. I don't even know what that means, but I'm pretty sure it was wrong.
Tony is definitely like, well, I mean, she's right. I absolutely am the one who I was supposed to be here to protect you all, and I completely failed at that position. So I'm very sorry, and I can only hope to make up for it. So if you want me to come along, of course I'm going to come.
Tony gives you a look. Or, sorry, Rook gives you a look, Lou, with the eyes raised as if you gonna say yes, you gonna say no.
You guys can make your own decisions, except for you, Charlie.
You have to stay here.
You have to stay here and
You gotta
go.
watch the car.
You can go home. And
Charlie, if you could at least report back to our captain.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll wait here for you.
Harmony.
Or, whatever. I guess. How
But
long
if
are you
I-
going to be gone?
I don't know, but if I don't come back, don't worry, Mom. It's fine. I'll figure something out. But make sure to write her. She said to write her. Just don't say anything about me.
His bottom lip starts to wobble just a little bit.
Hold it in, brother.
Just a little bit. He's
No.
looking at you and he goes his jaw clenches real hard. He's looking at you. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait here. No, it's cool. You'll probably be back soon, right? Like, little kid? And Rook looks up at him, just gives him the, meanest nod and says, if you all don't bargain something extraordinary, we should be able to come right back once we break this ring. It's a two-way thing, and then the ring is spent. So, we should be right back. Hopefully.
Before Aoife digs into her satchel real quick, and she pulls out a little horseshoe shaped felt and she hands it to Charlie. She's like, well, in case things get real squirrely, here's something to remember me by.
He's looking at you all, his jaw still clenched and lip wobbling, and he goes, thanks. That's really nice. Holds it in his big meat hands. And Rook's like, Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. Are we ready? We're going to break this? Everybody's going, right? Except for you. Yeah?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, everybody hold hands. I know. And she throws it, this twig, you circle it down on the ground and steps on it with a sickening crunch. And as you all hear the snapping of branches, you find yourself somewhere else. No fanfare, no real major magical transition. Suddenly you're standing underground in the subterranean cavern, and then all of a sudden you're somewhere else, somewhere misty, surrounded by woodlands on all sides. You're standing in this dewy meadow, like the moments just after the sun has not quite risen, but started to peek out into the world, so the grass below your feet and your hooves is wet still with that fresh morning dew. And you see that where you are, it's beautiful. In this field, there are all these gently wrought tables that are set up with little teacups and teapots, almost ready for a party. There are strings of lights that have been hung through the trees, just waiting to be lit to, enjoy whatever festivities are to come. And the sky is painted pink and purple and midnight blue, streaks of orange. It's gorgeous. It's scenic. More beautiful than anything you've ever seen before. And in the center of it all is this shining silver gazebo that has these panels of colored glass surrounding it and these stained glass patterns. And you've all landed on this dewy grass here. And Rook looks around at all of you, looking way too stressed out for such a beautiful environment.
Now this is my kind of place.
Well, don't get too comfortable. This is the Feywild. So, don't eat anything. Don't tell anyone your name. Just be polite. She looks at you intensely.
Eat anything.
Don't eat anything. Don't drink.
Oh,
Not
I'm
just
great at
anything.
parties.
Oh, this isn't party rules. This is don't eat anything. Don't drink anything. Just be polite. Don't.
I can smell it though, right? Smelling is okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just okay.
You got it, Tony? Did you hear me? You seemed to have a problem with
Yes.
names last time.
Yeah, which you still don't. Okay, whatever. No names.
And she stands up, springs up like a cat from the grass, and starts to hesitantly move towards this glass gazebo in the center of all of this. You follow suit?
Oh yeah.
She looks back just as she's maybe like 10 feet away or so from this gazebo and says, and don't call them hags.
Okay.
Great.
Did you just say okay?
And she walks up towards this gazebo and steps inside. You all follow.
We step inside.
Follow
Mhm.
suit.
Like little
Like,
ducklings.
ha ha ha, this is fine. And as you step into this long glass gazebo, you see that there are 3 figures here. 3 gorgeous, outrageously feminine creatures draping themselves across the comfiest looking divans, lounge chairs that you have ever seen in your life. And these women, their skin are the color of the dusty rose of dawn, and their hair shines like silver starlight. 3 of them in this place, and they lazily turn towards you all like cats as you step into their abode. And the one closest to you all on the door says, "Oh, how darling! Mortals!" And she bounces up, and they're not wearing anything. So bounces up towards you all, so perky, and kind of bounce over and leans against the column just by the entrance, so very, very close to where you all are standing. And she stares at you, and as you do, you see her eyes are completely black. None of the white of the eyes here, and she looks at you fondly with this charming smile and says, "What are you doing here? Did you use the fairy ring?" And she reaches out a hand, sighing, kind of, oh, sorry, shit, Tony, whoops, and boops you on the nose. Boops you.
Tony takes a few steps back, remembering vaguely the last time she got touched by a fey creature of some kind. It was a bad thing. So she just kind of takes a gentle step back, trying not to offend, just like a,
And she lets out like a flirty laugh and leans and kind of slides down the column, looking at you. And the other 2 sit up from their divans and, lean their chins on their hands, looking inquisitively. And another one, in the exact same voice. In fact, now that you look at the 3 of them, they look nearly identical. It's basically impossible to tell the 3 of them apart. She says, "It's good to see you again, Rook. What has brought you here so soon? Or are you going by a different name now?" And Rook just clutches her fists at her side. "We're not really here for pleasantries. We're here for help." And Rook looks at you, Lou, and gives you the eyes forward.
Yeah, Lou is just gone from purple to red, looking at these naked ladies, just like looking up and then looking down at her feet, and gets nudged. She's like, sorry, My friend was touched by fey magic, and I would like to make a deal to return her hi to return her back to normal.
Hmm. A deal. We do like those around here. And this woman on the middle divan stands up and strides over towards you. Now, Lou kind of looks you up and down, giving you an appraising gaze. Whereas Tony, the one who initially approached you, is still doing weird sort of dance sliding on this pole by you. Not being, coy in any way about her intentions here. And the third one still has remained in the back at this point, simply watching. But the one who has approached you, Lou, says, "Your friend was transformed. Do you wish her to return to her mortal state?"
Yeah, she's very young and very scared, and she just wants to go back to normal and live her normal life.
How boring. Well, sisters, what do we think? Do we want to help them? And she looks to her other two sisters, and the one who's sliding around on the column sort of stands up and says, "I know my price." And the other two go, "A price. It seems we'll take your deal." "Yes, sister? Celine, what is your price?" And the one on the column by you, Tony, stands up very suddenly, and she says, "A kiss." And looks deep into your eyes, Tony. "A kiss from a brave warrior."
Tony's head slowly turns to Lou.
Lou is like, I came to make the deal. In the last fight we were just in, I killed both of our enemies. I'm the warrior.
I don't want
that.
a kiss from you. I want a kiss from you. And looks at Tony again, smoldering.
Yeah, Tony, still looking at Lou, is like, "Lou, I said I was going to make up for it." And then walks right up to the column girl and like lays it on her.
Oh, yeah. And she's very enthusiastic back. And when your lips, you have to part for breath because her freakishly strong arms keep you in to the point where you feel like you are going to die. You part, finally. And she smiles at you, and you see her skin turns from that dusty rose to the orange of first dawn. And she says, "I like you. I hope you all will be back again. In fact," and she turns back to look at her two sisters, "I'm sure you will. I'm very sure you'll be back."
Oh, I could be back.
Eva's in the back, like. And the sister who hasn't spoken, hasn't said anything, stands up. And as she does, the other two almost scramble, like part ways towards the side, as she comes forward and says, "Well, you have earned the approval of the weird sisters. Good for you. We hope to see you, again. But hopefully with a bigger problem and a bigger price. We do love trades. Rook, how was yours working out for you? You're looking rather young." And all three of them laugh in unison in a way that is very cruel and strange. And Rook has just kept this stone-faced gaze through it all. "Well, we're done here. Shoo! And you all disappear. Reappear again back where you were in this underground lair with this dead, rotting plant thing on one side and this cracked craven crab on the other. And Winnie, who is there weeping in her hands on the floor, and as you all reappear, she suddenly stops and looks up at you again, and you see it's a human, well, half-elf face, once again looking up at all of you, perfectly normal, like nothing happened to her, as if she'd been just magically reset. And that's where we're going to end today's session. Yay!
That was a good one.
Oh my word!
Oh, Faye are so
Are we feeling
creepy.
like it's the Fae yet?
Yes.
I mean, it was weird, but it was also hot, so.
It was hot.
Okay.
Definitely scare roused.
Yeah.
I
That's
know.
Thrilling but dangerous. Whimsical but dangerous. It's the theme of this campaign. Oh boy, yeah, no consequences. You're right, chat. There's no consequences whatsoever. Thank you all so much for joining us for episode 3 of campaign 2. Shit, man, we're starting to see a bunch of stuff about the world, our characters. It's really, really fun. So, with that, I have been your dungeon master.
The letter.
Oh, fuck, right. We have a letter that we're going to read. Yes, our new
And
thing
thank
that we do
yous.
this season. So, I'm going to put some dramatic music here in the podcast, and we have a letter. Tony, would you like to read? Let's get a flash into Tony's backstory here.
Flashback to just before we went on our little scouting trip. Tony's in her tent writing to Lil Geo.
Oh,
It is addressed, "Hey, Lil Geo. Thanks for taking such great care of my plants this long. You've managed to keep most of them alive. So maybe there's a position for you in my future plant shop if you keep it up. How is Storm's pony doing?
Wow.
I can't believe she's a mama now. And you got to be there when it happened. She looks so beautiful. Please keep sending your drawings over of her. You're getting really good. It's about the only entertainment I get out here. Not sure why they needed so many of us at the settlement. Anyway, we've barely seen any action beyond a couple of cases of poison oak, which were deserved if you call yourself a soldier but can't identify a safe plant to wipe your ass with. But there's a girl here who seems like she came across something fey or more deadly than the others. Their hairs, like plant hairs, coming out of her skin. Have Mom and Dad ever heard of anything like that before? Anyway, a few of us are going scouting soon to try and retrace her steps and figure out what's wrong with her. Apparently, I'm taking orders from a child now, so chances are we won't find anything, at least not with this crackpot team they've assembled me to go with. But I'll let you know if we end up finding anything cool out there when I get back. Give the rent some love from me. Tell Dad Clyde is looking and swinging as sharp as ever. And yes, you can go ahead and repot the Ficus serrata. She grows fast. I miss you guys loads. I'll send some clippings if I can manage to keep some intact next time. Now, go hug everyone for me. Love, Tony.
Oh, these are so poignant when you read them at the end. Letters definitely feel like an end thing. Oh, boy. Awesome. Well, that's our tradition again. So every episode you can look forward to hearing either a letter, seeing a flashback memory, or a dream. So that's sort of our new thing for campaign 2. So yeah, with that in mind, I have been your dungeon master, Celeste Konowich.
I am Katie playing Laverius Seth, the Drow Rogue.
I'm Nassim. I was your half-orc fighter, Fitonia Silvertail.
And I'm Sage, and I am your bouncing satyr bard, Aoife Flannery.
Yes, and of course, if you are new to the show or if you've enjoyed us for a while, please do make sure to follow us everywhere on social media. We're always doing awesome stuff. We have a campaign guide that's going to be coming out so soon. The pre-orders, I think, for that are still live. If you go onto the Kickstarter page, look at 2C Gaming, the Venture Maidens campaign guide. Check it out. The creature that you fought tonight, our plant lady, is a cked, who is one of the creatures that is in the monster manual, the monster manual section of our campaign guide. So definitely, if you like that, if you like some class shit, we're going to be bringing up because, boy, you all are going to be level 2. So we are starting next game by leveling up, which means that we're going to start seeing some really cool subclass features and some other heroic destinies starting to come into play very soon. So definitely tune in next time. In 2 weeks, we'll be back starting off the episode talking about leveling. And of course, we also want to say an awesome thank you to our Patreon supporters who got us here. So what we're doing now is that everybody who donates at the $25 level or higher on our Patreon, which is a monthly way or yearly way you can donate to support our show, we're saying thank you at the end of every episode. So thank you so fucking much. We're going to go around in a circle. Oh no, alphabetical. I start alphabetical, right, though? Damn, I've never had to think about this. Okay. Hey, thank you so much, Cody Becker at Cody Rolls 4 on Twitter.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Curry.
Muffin, at the one on Drury Lane.
And thank you, Nisa McKinnon.
Thank you, Richie113 from our Discord server.
Oh, and our
Alphabetical's hard.
our Farrah's drinking mate tier, our new tier, more affordable tier if you're into that. Ruby, thank you.
Yeah, thank you all so much. And if you want to see more of us this week, this Saturday and Sunday, right here on this very channel, we are going to be hosting Pod Jam, which is an awesome 2-day event from our very own network, Penwitch Studio, which I co-own with the fabulous Lisa Penrose. It's going to be 2 days, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific, both days of panels all about how to start a podcast, how to do an actual play podcast, how to monetize your podcast, and a bunch of other really cool stuff, including a legacy game for the Venture Maidens. So both Sage and Katie on Sunday will be here playing as Kara and Farrah from Campaign 1, going on an adventure post all that stuff that happened, featuring Lisa Penrose.
Did you miss us?
It's gonna be good. Featuring Lisa Penrose as a guest star, so definitely tune in Sunday. That's gonna be 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific, probably right here on this channel. We're raising money for the Trevor Project, which is a very, very awesome LGBTQ mental health organization. Well worth your time. Please do tune in. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways. We're giving away a ton of copies of the McElroy's How to Do Podcasting book because we're interviewing a bunch of the McElroys as one of our panels. So definitely check it out. Be there. Head to penwitchstudio.com/podjam if you want to learn more. But other than that, we'll see you next week. We'll be back for Rime of the Frost Maiden, and then 2 weeks, another episode of this hot shit, and we'll see what kind of awesome consequences we've already roped up after 3 episodes. Don't worry, Nassim, you're fine.
Sexy consequences.
It
I
was
hope.
just one sexy consequence, which never leads to anything bad. So,
Oh, no.
Not knowing anything about the Fae, Lou was like, fuck, that was like the one time where I was like, yeah, let me take it for the team.
No, I want it.
No, it's cool. It was me.
Okay, fine. Well, on that note, until next time.
Venture
away!
Reese did so good. All right, bye-bye, everybody.